again. Buckle up, rough roads ahead. So, what I wanted to say was this: the economy, you're downsizing the government. It's going to affect the economy. I don't know what to tell you. You're going to have a. It looks like you could have a recession. Well, everybody you fire. I mean, Elon already fired a bunch of people. There wasn't that many though. But all those people you fire, like I try to explain how the government economy works. Right. I guess I explained it. I should never explain that before. It's just like the welfare economy or the public assistance economy. Well, we weren't in the greatest. Again, you're not planning through a lot of stuff. Like actually cutting the government slowly is safer than cutting it fast, because then you could do things that the economy could absorb through the economy better. So you're laying off all these people. Unless there's something that picks them up on the other side. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah, the spending. So they already said the spending could cause a downturn in the economy, but you combine that with laying off a large number of government employees, and again, you're going to do what you're going to do, but I think you could have did it differently. I mean, it's not as dramatic, right? But I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Yes. Looks like it's kind of stuck to that. I'll clean this up. Trying to figure if I want to keep this little monitor I have. Wait, something's weird here. Something spilled. Looks like shampoo or something. I don't know. Probably some incense oil, I think. So I got no idea. Like, yeah, today I know my disc could even have broke further with as tight as it was. If there's anything left. Yeah, I should have stayed with that one doctor at Jefferson, because that's what I felt. I like Jefferson. I think Jefferson had the most back then had one of the most advanced back surgery robotic things going. I mean, like Jefferson Hospital isn't like some hospital in Dallas, right? I mean, just the surgeon may be about the same, but the equipment they're using is way different, right? Correct. So the chances, I try to explain it to my brother. The chances of something going wrong. I did read something where he did have a problem, but I knew what it was, right? Well, you have before you go for the surgery, you have to get unlocked if you can, like I did right now. That's what I said the whole time. But again, I could have went to the surgery because I should have been able to get unlocked. Well, because if you don't get unlocked, it could throw the end result off because you're still tight. But if you get looser for the surgery, then it'll probably heal better and all that and look better in the end. Well, because there also could be other things. So if you don't take care of the other things, well, it's better to get released before the surgery than it is after the surgery. But because when you come out of the surgery, it should be perfect. Because even though if you're cramped, right, going into the surgery might not completely heal it because you have to uncramp. No, I wouldn't be like crazy. I wouldn't be like a homeless person. I wanted a trailer because I wanted to have like a room for like my ark. So I don't know where the question came from, but it was kind of weird. Maybe God. I wanted to have a trailer so I could take, just some things with me, not a lot. But the ark, I wanted to put the ark in the trailer, and it was going to be like a camper trailer. Right. Well, it just would be there, and burn my incense in there or whatever. Right. And then I would like stay in an extended stay, I guess, unless something else comes. Well, I mean, if I got enough money, I would get a permanent residence, right, and then a trailer. Actually, if it was 100%, which I don't think I rate, because that's like laying in bed and you can't get out of bed, at least yet. Maybe tomorrow. Right. Then I'd have enough money for sure. But again, I'm owed millions of dollars. There's no doubt. I mean, the government itself should just pay me. I mean, there's people in government right now who could write a check. Oh, I don't know. I guess you have to ask Elon. They used to be able to just write a check. And that's what should have happened. Should have just write a check, made it official, and said, stay away from him. Right. I mean, people were suing the Marshal Service like crazy around that time period. They were crazy as hell. Right. But they were mostly women and black people. Because that was like the only people that used to be able to sue the government. And probably still, Well, I know what I should have ordered. Yeah, it's kind of a wacky day. Those aren't the bins I wanted to order. But that's okay. I thought it was like my red bins. I thought they were kind of expensive. That's pretty big. I don't know what I'm going to do with those, in the long run, but they have wheels on them. I guess I can move them around a little bit. At least get this done. Maybe I'll end up giving them to charity at some point. Throw everything away that's inside. I threw a lot away when I left Tyler. Tons of stuff. So I might end up in the way. It's just they do stuff to my head. I saw it, but you see it too late. Right. So I over purchased. It's just kind of what they'll do is they'll let you up when you purchase something. Again, when you look at porn, they let you up so you can play the system. But you end up over purchasing, right? You end up investigating porn. Thank you, Larry. But again, it's brainwashing. But if you we're going to end in some sort of downturn. I just don't know how you plan to get through all that. Well, because the election's in 2 years. Well, yeah, okay. What came in earlier is every Democrat is going to vote against impeaching a judge. That means you can't do it. So why talk about it? Just piss the judges off for nothing, right? I mean, it don't make sense. I hear a lot of judges love me though. I don't know if they hear me in their head or maybe like nobody on earth but agents might hear me. I realize that could be happening, and select employees. I realize that, but inside, apparently, some judges love me. I don't know if anybody. They cut off all my social media, social interaction. Oh, I know what. I should have did it earlier. I don't know. Maybe I can do it now. Well, I should always have those veggie straws on hand. I know they're not the healthiest thing, but sometimes that's all I can eat. No, there's no reason for me to have lived this life. I mean, I could have lived a great life, or even an okay life. I could have lived a great life, but I could have lived for me, a well life. Having a wife, going to church. I mean, he just kept torturing me in the church. The church kept accepting what they were doing. I mean, you have to understand, churches didn't have people walking in there and killing people when they started this against me. You all earned it. And I'm not saying that, dude, to be evil upon you or anything like that, but you have to understand, you lost the protection of God. I didn't lose the protection of God. I still have it, but there's very little protection on God. You know what comes against me? Do you know who came against me? I mean, directors of agencies, directors, secretaries of departments, and probably a couple, vice presidents and presidents. It's becoming increasingly more difficult to go to the stores. I mean, when you think about decades of them doing this, I mean, no, there was no life in there. It was just one game after another. See, this doesn't make any sense. They keep saying out of stock for same day delivery. It even says it's delivery available. I mean, there's a possibility that this is manageable with massage and steroid, but I'm not, getting a warm and fuzzy. I mean, it was at one time. I have no idea who lets them torture a disabled person. Yeah, I believe this is a false. The out of stock, check back soon. Somebody programmed that into CVS, right? So I can't get it. It's not out of stock. It works with pickup because they know I buy that. I wish I didn't spend that money on those. No way around it though. No, I know what the thought was. Okay, so no, if I can buy it in bulk, I can make it. I can make it viable to have delivered. Like it's not too expensive. No, it was the whole time. Soon as I mean, they just sat there and they psychologically operated me when I was just trying to do normal stuff with normal, it wasn't normal people. Obviously, it was their people. They're like I said, it's brainwashing. They're like a cult. Right. Now when they brainwash their people the other direction to be the murderers of their neighbors. They're murderers, man. It's like some of it's psychological. I mean, most of it's psychological murder. I just lived through it. People like Jonathan Liu didn't live through it. It's a cult. Deep state's a cult, man. They're indoctrinated to murder. So again, it's not worth fighting with the judges because you're not going to have any Democrats siding with you. Right. I'm sorry. Well, because you're pissing the judges off for nothing. Because you can't win by saying you're going to impeach them. Right. There's no Democrats going to do that. So again, I don't know who's advising you all, or if you're even listening to your advisors. I'm hearing from the guy. It's actually inside. I don't know if he knows I exist. The guy that Big Balls works for. But I can't hear him. He got questions. Well, the problem is, people have standing, and that's just it. Well, you didn't start the right way to begin with. If y'all would have came in quiet, again, decorum is very important. It probably would have been better to do it in phases. I know it wouldn't be as dramatic, but we have to monitor the economy. So it would have probably taken, probably, at least 3 months apart. It probably would have made as big an impact. No, I kept seeing him for quite a few. I don't always say everything. I saw him for a few days, maybe a week. Well, it's just the fact that you hired somebody named Big Balls. It's probably going to be a little bit of, a little bit of pause. Well, I mean, it's just like it's almost like you're being set up. I mean, it could just be metaphysics. No idea what this thing's doing. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, it's not going to get it a little more. That's not bad. It's actually a pretty good deal, but it's not till tomorrow. I guess Instacart shut down. It's not snowing yet, is it? Like the only thing I can't get delivered. Like I don't think the weather event started yet. Oh, they could be busy, right? Probably no way to get these things in. Should have thought of it earlier. Now I've felt this way before. There's a couple different things going on. It's not just the 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 worn lumbar. A lot more stuff. So that's like this attack. So I probably still need some sort of steroid treatment. I'm getting a thumbs up here, so from an image, right? See, now that there's no reason for that to happen. I don't get that. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just massaged it, so I got to get to massage and see where it goes. I just don't think I'm going to have it all work out this time. It's like so bad. It says same day delivery, and then there's none. Right? I can't eat the ranch ones. I think I'm done for. I think should have thought of it earlier. Could be set up to try to make me go outside my apartment so they can sneak in here, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. They do shit like that all the time. Well, it's a sea salt veggie straws, and it'll say, delivery available, but then when I go to it, it says out of stock, but it's not. It's in stock for everything else. Right. Once the snow doesn't start till like 3 a.m. Right. So yeah, it's durable jeopardy. You can't do that. They're talking about charging the January 6th people. But again, people have been charged in several different jurisdictions for that. I don't know why you would worry about it. It's just kind of overkill. No, I've been able to get that thing completely gone. It's just, yeah, I guess I should just wait to see, but I just don't feel like it's going to work. But yeah, if I had a wife, I mean, even if I was sick, I'd be like a little happier, you know. They did what they wanted. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of far-ranging considerations. Yeah, I'm not trying to scumbag. What I'm trying to do is give a heads up to the administration and to Elon, but Elon's frustrating. It's frustrating because he's just wacko. Oh, if a billionaire was giving me all that money, I think maybe I'd just say, okay, whatever. Like, which the money get Trump to get one. It just boggles my. And then they like mess up your like self-image of how old you are, and I mean, it's just crazy. Oh, you made it to a crime there. Yeah, they screwed me up for same day delivery just on that one item. That's just too much money. If I could get some discount on that, it would work. But I guess I can check that real quick. Yeah, I definitely would feel better if I had massages. I just got to get to them. No, my childhood was terrible, and they know it. That's what they do is they use stuff like that to try to freak you out because they know your childhood was, so they can use some psychology. I mean, the whole thing is deep psychology. Try to do an order if I can. Get some snacks in here just in case it gets crazy. No, there's no way to plan for longevity of life with what they're doing. I mean, I tried, but if I could have seen it sooner, I could have figured more of it out. Like, and it really is psychological murder. But they're physically murdering you, actually. So again, you can do all things, but all things aren't expedient. So you piss the judges off, and there's really no reason to do it. Because the Democrats, not one Democrat is going to vote with you to impeach a judge. I mean, that's the only way you can do it. So again, you're not. You could stomp your feet all day. Well, we have the mandate, and they're still not going to vote with you. But again, there's that part of it also that you need help from the Democratic Party to get anywhere, or not to get anywhere, but to get sizably anywhere. Yeah, I want to do that. I got some buzzes and what I should. Hopefully, I can order it and get there tonight. Got to get done real soon, or it's gonna screw me. Maybe it's too soon, Julie. So we just need be more diplomatic about things. Well, 'cause it just doesn't really get you anywhere. I mean, during the elections period, possibly. Now, I was surprised to see Mike Lee jumping on some of that. Essentially, you're just looking to. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was looking here to order some. You to appeal. You got to remember the appeal, and that's where you go. If you get frustrated, you go to the appeal, and that's it. There's no reason to be looking at that other stuff. Right. Just clean and simple. And that's 12 ounces. It's 16 point. Them sons of guns. They're willing me. it doesn't make any sense to do such things. I know you're right. Mike Lee said the other thing. I think the the writ of whatever Madamus. Nobody's petitioned the court to change their finding for could we at least do this or could we at least do that? I mean, that's what I would have did. But maybe you know the answer and don't want to go down that road for whatever reason. Yeah, I guess I could get offline, but I'm not going to. So you can tell lies about me. How many ounces? I guess. What the hell? Somebody's messing around with my order. How much fat's in that? I hate this. I can't. You can't see it. Maybe it's over here. Nutrition facts. That's good. I'm gonna make this right store. Oh shit! Here it is with the bullshit again, right? I make sure it's not that other store. Right. I gotta make. Yeah, somebody. I think somebody just hijacked my order. They don't. They don't let my accounts. It says selected stores. It's the right store. So at least I know it's right. They had the wrong phone number. That's for sure. So that's like a thank you, Lord. Like you should thank the Lord when this happens. So I'm ordering, and I need to check my credit card number, and my wallet is right here next to me, or my fanny pack, to make sure I'm using the right credit card. Those are the times you use to thank you, Lord, because you don't have to go looking for your credit card. Wait a minute, something's not right. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Looks pretty good. Oh my God. Hmm. I don't know. Having a little bit of trouble here. Oh God. Whew. Yeah, I mean, it could be in my neck, but it doesn't seem like it. Like, oh, I did have some neck issue when I was in Tyler. I actually went and had somebody look at it, and she actually X-rayed it and said it didn't look too bad. But again, there was some neck tension recently. Oh. But again, if you put your shoes on and your back relaxes, then it's probably not your neck. Right. Oh. Whew. Or it could be, who knows? Could be still. But I guess it's an outside chance. No, they shouldn't have been allowed to do any of this. They knew what they were doing. They do this to people all the time, and they laugh. Actually, so again, they messed up my order today. They were wheeling me while I'm trying to order that, and I'm in pain. Those bins are just the wrong bins. Jesus. Right. Oh well. No, I had a great regimen in Santa Fe, and they killed it, man. Right. It'd be a very far outside chance that I'd ever have trouble again with what I had going on. Magnesium baths and massages. Again, even if it's just still the whole thing about not letting me actually seek treatment. I mean, is insane. I mean, who knows? I mean, how many people they made sick and killed with it? I mean, Hashem, God has been clear the whole time that, really all I can offer you is the afterlife. I mean, like, why would my mind say that like 20 years ago, or even 8 years ago? Right. Right. And God says, "This is not my planet." So having more money than God is actual factual. They have more money than God here. Like, it's trying to get me to sort all this stuff out. I'm like, well, that's not what the idea was here. Later, that can come later. Right. I've actually gotten a little bit off of this pretty good. Oh, it's so mad. It's so mad. It's them, They live in your houses when they curse you. Their spirit dwells in your houses and destroys your houses. Just a bunch of sickos. Okay, so I need to heat some water. Then my left back is just, ugh. I'm sorry. I mean, there's no way that they should have access to my life. Not after, the things that were happening health-wise. Right? I mean, even just disability-wise. I mean, it kills so many people, they didn't even think twice about it, Sickos. I laid down and my back just started cramping up again. Well, like they say, the nerve never acts up, but only down, except for those two nerves. They say the two nerves in the lumbar can do that because it's designed to sense you falling. I guess I could look that up to see if it. The guy, that's what he said, and he said he had just had to look at he wanted to look at the MRI to see how it looked, right? To see if he thought it would be viable. But I never got back. He never got back to me, and then I never got to the procedure to have it tested. But again, that should be looked at too to make sure there's nothing in the neck. If that's what needs to get done, then they do that. But they should have stayed away from me. My life would have been much different. I mean, just individuals just deciding who lives and who dies. I mean, they're sick. Well, yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Pick your battles, right? Don't create battles that are just stupid, useless, use of whatever you consider it. Right? Well, there's no reason for us to be adversarial to the court at this point because we don't get anywhere with it. You're not running for office like right now, so there's no use of it. And if you incite people against the court is going to slam you. Don't keep doing it because then you get some MAGA dude that tries to take out a justice or something. Right. And then that'll be it. So again, you have a mandate, but you don't have this huge majority. So you can't impeach a judge. It's just, you can't. Correct. So why say it? because you didn't learn the discipline. You all got to learn discipline. I mean, some of you people need to come clean on it and tell them what happened to my life. I doubt I'll be going out tomorrow. I don't even know why they rescheduled it tomorrow. I mean, I can't even understand this. I can't go there and just get my orthotic. I have to go in there because it's fitting. It just doesn't make any sense. But I think it was time for a custom orthotic. Right. I wasn't this sick when I made the appointment, but I wasn't much weller either. So I got a little bit of peace with this cramped up back I had for a little while. So what do you all do? You just attack me for 4 years or 3 years. Say he's well, he's walking. I was able to get some veggie straws, I guess. God blessed me. I mean, it's disgusting what they do. I can see into their heads. They're so into killing people, cops and shit. The majority of the people they kill is psychological killing. I'm anti-cop because I say you're murdering people. Boy, that's an interesting twist. Oh my God. Now my back's really bad now. I mean, it goes up to my neck, but it feels like my back is pulling downward instead of the other way. Right. But who knows? Could have messed up the discs in my neck. I mean, this has been like this. Don't let them make you think that it's just something recent. It's been like this a long time. They're sickos. I can't even imagine people I worked with being who they actually are. I mean, it's just disgusting. Let me seek any health care. I'm lucky if I got in there and got something. Right. Even when I was in Marshal Service, I made a dentist appointment, and then I was like, had another appointment. We were gonna make. I think I had another appointment. I can't remember. My whole life went upside down. They tortured me as soon as I made that appointment, or as soon as I got my teeth cleaned. Got my teeth cleaned, and they tortured me. Increased everything. But back then I didn't know what it was or what they were doing. But I can remember, my life went upside down. I think that's when they did that thing when they put me in that lockup for like one day. Like this constable, you didn't pay this, this fee for your divorce. It was crazy. And I know Hughes set that up. Piece of shit. What they do, they're psychos, man. Work for the devil all day long. Can't believe he interfered in my church. Shows up in my church and then they start their shit. See, that's the scam. U.S. Marshal showing up in the deputy's church just so he can screw him. You realize the other operators were there also, passing out the dough. No, I don't. When I like, I don't know if would massaging my neck do anything. Let me see. Like, I don't have any real pain in my neck. It's just tight muscle. I mean, this all could be like allergic reaction too. I mean, some of it's screwed up, but could just be like a mold type of thing. No, you get mad. Like, you push through. Like, they tried to sexualize me and all sorts of shit in massage therapy, and I wouldn't do it. So you get all mad. Oh, I see. Right. See your muscle. It's saying that I have to you get steroid and repetitive massage for it to ever work. Like, there's no way that it'll change until you repeat it over and over again. So it could just tighten right back up again. Could just be muscular, even. Oh, like the theory. Like a theory I had when I was out there using my left hand to break the ice and using that lat, and then everything set in right. Right. You have to do physical therapy. You have to do all sorts of stuff because you've been cramped up. That's the muscle memory, right? Something's in here trying to give me a pointer. I mean, it's just amazing. I'm like dying in all these places, and they're just like laughing and doing their crazy psych out shit. It's 23 degrees outside, and it's going to snow. It says on the forecaster. See if we can get that to work. Nah, I'm not going to do it. I was going to take a film of it or a video of it. But I mean, it's not only agents. There's narcotics insurers. Again, they work behind the scenes, right? They hire contractors and stuff, and they go out and put hits on people. Sometimes the spies just create like the ghost, sex pedophile hunting ring, but then they steer them in different directions. That dude does look a little bit familiar, but I don't think he's the other dude, because there was another dude taller than him that was doing something funky. And they were supposed to stop all of me. They're supposed to leave me in my massage and just have a normal life. But again, they're trying to get me to, act out violently, and that doesn't happen when you have people around you and you're talking to people, right, and have a normal life. I mean, some people are just nasty. Yeah, some women just wanted to have sex. Like this dude I was talking to, he had his wife, and they still had some sort of relationship, but they were like separated, couldn't live together. And she was trying to pick me up, but I'm sure she's just, playing around with everyone. So I'm like, nah. And she could have been part of it too. Who knows? Could have been even a scam, right? Because the guy tells me that. I should open the way for his wife. So, come out of my apartment one time. And it's weird because I don't think I was going anywhere. I just stepped outside. It's one of those things where I get the thought to go outside. So there's a guy sitting there and this woman sitting there. There's one guy sitting there and a woman standing there and they're looking at me. I think it was like a presentation of a cuck scenario or something. It was weird. Right. They just do weird shit around me all day. Like a woman's supposed to be nice to me. Then a guy shows up with her. You all weren't testing sexuality. You're trying to cause sexuality. All I do is let me be. That's it. My life would have been normal. And they knew it. Well, I can't figure out what my left side's doing right now. But it definitely feels like it's something from the lumbar and the sciatica. Sometimes, like it's like a double-edged sword using magnesium oil because your body softens too much in the wrong spot without softening in another spot. Then it triggers something. Oh yeah, I'm neurologically a mess because of them. It's their fault. I made the right choices. They forced the wrong choices. Even when I got the Tyler, like the dude, I think the dude at the massage place in Tyler was even in on it. But I only went there a couple of times. Imagine in Tyler, Texas, you have to be a crook to get a business. Right. Yeah, there's a lot of weird sex stuff going on in Louisiana and East Texas. I think the crime rings sexualize people there at a high rate. Well, I would have loved to build that fireplace, but I guess I run out of healthy life, at least for now. That'd have been one hell of a fireplace. But it don't matter. I let go of that. It's earthbound. My crowns are in heaven. So again, remember that when they say they're rich because God loves them. Right. I do feel a little bit. I mean, I'm still in pain now. Like I'm trying to figure this out as to how it's all working. So that the mold is down, but my pain is up right now. But I'm probably not as. Yeah, I guess I'm tight. Yeah. So you see, right? Well, because is it the tightness that's causing my head to swim? No, it's something else. So there's two things, right? So mold could cause me to get tight, but the head swimming is from the mold. Right. So it's probably mold. Probably every place you live had too much mold. Now I used to run the dehumidifier, but my sinuses are so screwed up I can't do that. So I probably didn't have the mold last year because I ran the dehumidifier. But then that caused my sinuses to they were just shit. I'd go outside. I'd have to walk outside and walk around all morning, or not all morning, for like about 15 minutes to a half hour to get it to drain, because it was moist. It was more moist outside. So okay, that's probably why the mold didn't get me last year. So what do I do? I mean, if I put my dehumidifier on, because I think I still have it. Yeah, there it is. I'll get sick from sinuses. See, I'll wake up and I'll have all this sign, and actually, it was just starting to affect my vision. Right. I'm in a trick bag here. Right. See, I used to use the dehumidifier. Probably that's what happened. I stopped using the dehumidifier, and I got right because you got sick in Tyler too, and I was using a humidifier instead of my dehumidifier. Right. So maybe if I reverse that, I mean, maybe I have to turn the dehumidifier on. Maybe that'll make me healthy again. Because it'll dry. My humidifier dries it. My dehumidifier dries everything out. It's a big one. Maybe that's what I need. Maybe I'll be healthier in the morning if I do that. I don't know. Just use a lot of that nasal. I just have to do the saline solution a bunch. Right. I have to do it like. Oh, they were trying for a heart attack or stroke. I'm surprised I didn't have one. Right. Actually, I have to get somebody to do my blood pressure medicine. But we were a normal family. We had a family doctor. After I had sex with the girlfriend and the one night stand, I like freaked out when I got to gyms because I got my mind back. I'm like, oh shit, I don't know anything about these people. And I'm like, I could have HIV, darn it. And Jim's like, yeah, my son had it and he died. I'm like, God taught me a lesson. So I went to my family doctor back from in PA, and but it was like weird because right before he said my results, I think he was like ruling me. He just like hesitated and looked at me. He was going down the road with results, and before he got to like the sexually transmitted disease and HIV thing, he hesitated and looked at me. It's kind of a religious community. I think he was a religious guy. I'm like, I got it inside. I never had sex with a woman again until I was planning to be married and all that, right? But if it wasn't for the deep state, it never would have went that way. Then they try to say you're being punished because you left your wife when she was in pain, and like I couldn't stay. And I tried to, like I said, I told her, if you want to, let's get back together. We got kids together. We shouldn't separate. Right? So I was a good guy. Right? Well, I was looking for that. Is that the? Oh, that's the other one. I'll put it in here. But like after that, I couldn't get family doctors. I just couldn't get to the medical treatment, and I didn't know what they were doing, psyching me out. I guess they call it, but it's psyop. Yeah, they kill people, man. They get off on it, get money for it, probably get turned on sexually. Yeah, it's kind of a strange bin that I got. It definitely didn't work out the way I wanted it to today. I should have just bought like 3 of the regular bins. Like, percent. I mean, this thing's freaking huge. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it. Jesus. I mean, it actually would make sense for bedding, right? Bedding and clothes. There's no way I wanted that bin. Yeah, no idea what to do. It's a nightmare. Again, they're willing me down while I'm trying to order it. That's what happened. And let me make sure my other order is going to come in. Got some snacks for the, and I'm ordering those veggie straws because they kind of settle my stomach. So I bought veggie straws and ginger ale. I forgot that you can use ginger ale for that too, right? Even though it has a little bit of gas, it still settles the stomach. And I bought the green. Yeah, I can tell the green tea. Like coffee's at the highest level, I guess. Then the green tea. Then I bought the tea with the Earl Grey. The Earl Grey is the most mellow that I've found yet. Yeah, although Leon looks pretty whack in the White House Oval Office there. It's just so whack everything. I just hope he buckles down and understands what I'm trying to say on how to do this, because it's just no, because if you piss off the judges, you're not going to impeach the judge. You're just not going to do it. But you could cause somebody to go to the judge's chambers and try to harm the judge. So you got to be careful. I mean, it sounds good. Yeah, we'll just impeach them all. But you're not going to get anywhere with it. This like really kind of does bite. This whole thing here, this Big Ben. No, but here's an example. Like my neck isn't. There's nothing wrong with my neck right now, right? And then like my back is still screwed up. So I think it's just residual, right? And I could be wrong, but well, generally where the pinched nerve is pinched, like if it was in the neck or in the upper back, there should actually be some pain there, right? And I don't feel that. This is like kind of screwy. I'm gonna have to do my dehumidifier, I think. Where are we at? Well, we're at 41 degrees now, but I guess if I can't use it, right? I used to drop it down to like 30 at point, but that would dry the walls out. See, that's the problem. Even though it's 42% humidity in here, the walls probably have mold. Right? No, I used to let it run. Like I'd go out, I'd let it run, and I'd drop it to like, like 30% humidity or even 27. I think you could get down to, and that would dry the walls out. Now, we used to pull water out of, like, even at 40 something humidity, used to pull a ton of water. It's a nice humidifier. I mean, there could be other discs that are bad. I don't know. I mean, it's been pretty rough last, so many years. I should just let me live my life and get my massages. I mean, it's all I needed. I mean, it's just like psychotic. People are like psychotic, man, all over the place. But they're connected and they don't nothing to worry about. I'm probably gonna have to hire a few people to help get rid of all this stuff, right? Like Satan always tries to get me to sell things. Right. Like, well, you really should get money for that. You really should get money, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Right? Got to give it away. I give it away. It sucks that it just had to happen so sudden. Right. Well, I had to release. What happened is I had to release this side over here, and it still tightens up a bit. Right. They're saying stress could do that too. If they stressed you out over an extended period of time, your muscles will tighten up, and until you rework them, they'll stay tight. Yeah, the stress does it too. Well, you should get medicated. I mean, get the hell out of here, all of you. You know what you do, all of you, and you know what it did to me. You're going to hell, all of you, and there's no way out of it. Now, if God forgives you, okay, but I doubt God will forgive any of you. I mean, I just don't get it. I mean, just the fact that you isolate somebody could kill them. Oh, this is my mission on earth to prove you like evil or something? No, my mission on earth was to live a life, a simple life, actually. Can't believe my left side's just weirded out. I mean, it could be something wrong with my neck. I don't know. Ah, there it comes again. Ooh. I mean, the whole time I'm in all these cities, every one of these places, they're doing it. I mean, it's insane. It's freaking insane. And they're like, get that motherfucker. We ain't get that motherfucker. I'm not doing nothing. Oh, but he raped his kids. I mean, it's insane. Here I'm looking out for everybody in the community and healing everyone. I'm sorry. There's people out there, if they find them, they want to kill them. Because apparently somebody said the statutes of limitations have run on most of this, but it hasn't actually, because it's still happening. Right? It's a chain. Rick Henry would call people, Shelton would call people, Hughes would call people and have them do me. Right. And that's one long chain, right? So it's still active. There's no, but they said that, and somebody said, well, a 45 round is a hollow point. there's no statement of or no. No statement of charges required, right? Not for me, for whoever said that. So if they found him, they'd kill him. Or there's no statute of limitations or statement of charges on that. No, there's people that said if they found out who they were, they'd kill them. I mean, it's an inside thing, a psychic thing. If you notice, I can't get around to healing things as much. That's because all of you haven't even helped me yet. After all those years of healing and all that stuff, still nothing. I mean, it's just like such a bummer. Like, I didn't even want these bins. You're sitting there cursing me all day, so I ordered the wrong bins. I don't even know how I'm going to move these bins. They're so big. No, it's not surprising that this happened to me. That was their goal the whole time. They know how it works. That's why they're going to hell and there's no way out. I'm not creating no way out for you in hell. That's the reality of what the scripture says. You all precluded yourselves from all those mechanisms. Oh, so now it's loosened. Well, when I lay down, if it is the lumbar, those two nerves, it gets triggered because the lumbar gets shifted, right? In a way that it's not supposed to shift. Well, y'all didn't let me. I didn't realize much about my injuries when I was in Santa Fe. I couldn't see it, right? When I left Naples, I was still not massaged out. So nothing, the MRI was off a little bit, right? And they said the only thing is there's a little bit of a bone spur. Like, he said, "Do you have any pain?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "That, it's just, he said you have wear, but nothing jumps out at him, right?" But I was still pretty good off, right? All they had to do was let me be. And then if they'd have let me be, it would have happened naturally. If I needed surgery, I got surgery. Right? I mean, it wouldn't have happened for a long while, right? Right. And if they let me be, I'd have a woman, and she would be with me, and it'd be very easy. Right? She'd make sure I was okay, and I'd get to the surgery, and then she'd take care of me while I was healing. Right? And then we'd live happily ever after, I guess. I remember Fred Karp, he was having like this kind of trouble, right? And they would laugh, and he's got gout. He's got, little did I know this is how they were treating him his whole life, right? And he's the other Jew in the office. Trump's actually Jewish. I don't know why. I guess he doesn't feel right claiming it, right? No, you go back in his Melania and Trump are both in their family tree are Jews. I got to post that. Everybody forgot that, right? Ashkenazi Jews. As I said before, if you go and look at the family tree of Donald Trump and Melania Trump, period, you would see they are both Jewish. Or both. I have no idea what's going on with my back right now. Oh. Well, it like got better and then it got worse again. So maybe it's the massage. I don't know. Maybe I need a massage, but I don't want to like play around for too long if nothing's going to work. Right. And again, I didn't have any steroid to relax it. Right. And I wouldn't even have been in the gym anymore after the marshal service. They just let me stay in the church, and I think they knew that. Right. That was like kind of my focus. Right. Really wouldn't go anywhere but the church. And then I started going back to the gym at a certain point. I mean, obviously, they're not supposed to be around me in church. Right. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I don't know. I may have taken too many salt baths at this point. Well, because you have to take it slow. Your body has to readjust. But I'm actually better than I was this morning, but I'm not well. Now, you should have been forced to stay away from me. If I stayed in the massage, I would have been fine. Right. I want to keep saying it until you're all gone. Bon voyage off into hell, all of you. Oh, I'm using a lot of arnica too. All right. May have relaxed stuff a little too much. No, I remember how they used to massage me. I mean, there's no way that these women didn't know that I needed massage. There's just no way. Right. They spent 2 hours on me, and at least an hour on my back. Right. Yeah, pretty soon once I get picked through this and take everything out that I don't want in there, I'll just be able to just just sweep it all in. I can't even. I mean, they're huge. These bins are like so wide. I mean, they're not that tall. So actually, it's probably similar to my other bin that's a little bit taller than this. Having the wheels but it's wide. Oh, does it even fit through the door? Wait a minute. Yeah, 27 and a half or something like that. Should fit through the door. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. That'll fit. Now, I just had this feeling that I wanted veggie straws just in case my stomach gets screwed up. It can mellow my stomach out. No, I mean, if I like you forget how loose. Again, they're attacking me and all that, so you forget how loose I was. Oh wow, it's an Uber bringing my order.